So today we are at 180 House. We are meeting up with the creatives that we flew out to Cannes, sitting down and really understanding, what they got from it, some of their key takeaways, how we can improve it for next year. It becomes really interesting. So that's what today is about, and also just to break bread. A very key moment for me when I think back to Cannes, there was a moment where I walked away from the group and everyone was sat down on different tables, and it wasn't just one table with black people. It was like everyone was, connected and sat next to everyone else. And I was standing by the waves and I looked back onto the beach, and yeah man, it was a beautiful moment to just see black people really in the situation in a way that was authentic, in a way that didn't feel like charity. There was one moment where I was on Spotify Beach, and a guy looks at me, to be very candid about the situation. I'm on Spotify Beach, I just come out the toilet and by myself, and the guy's looking at me, and he smiles and he comes over, and I'm like, your face looks familiar, I feel like I know you from somewhere, and he's like, it's Cooley, bro. And I was like, yeah, shit, no shit, it's Cooley. And it was Cooley. So Cooley, the genius behind the Kanye West trilogy documentary, Genius, long-time friend of Kanye, and done a lot of things with him. And what was beautiful about that moment was just his approach to me with his humanity. And I don't believe he knew who I was, and I didn't recognize, even though I'd watched the documentary and I'd seen his face, I didn't really recognize who he was. His connection to me was just love, and that was a very beautiful moment. When we talk about what the creatives get from coming out with me, as opposed to coming out with an organisation they work for or an organisation in the creative industry, I've asked the creatives this question, but equally just from looking away, some of the things I saw when I looked at the creatives was inspiration. I feel like they have a greater sense of pride within themselves as black people. Us doing it as a black-led organisation, as a black person that's from it and with black people, speaks to empowerment. It doesn't speak to someone's empathy. What do I say to other companies that might want to take black people out to somewhere like Cannes Festival? Plug into the river. If we're building something on the ground called the Black British Network that is going to be driving this in a more broad, systemic, strategic way, plug in. Because what we're doing will speak to legacy. It will last much longer than a lot of the executives that might sign the budget on flying black people out for a day. It might last longer than they'll be alive. Do you know what I mean? And when we're dead and gone, what will we have? It's not just about flying people out there, it's about, the legacy of their footprints on the beach.
What I have gained from my experience is 100% more confidence in myself, and being able to show up in rooms and not feel like I'm a representative of other people, but I'm a representative of myself. Making sure that when I am in certain rooms that I stay true to myself. I definitely learned that, not something that I feel like I didn't know, but I feel like it stuck with me even more within my journey. My message for creators coming next year is, honestly, make the most of your experience. It is, I keep saying it, this is one of the best experiences I've had in my career, and I've been in the industry for a good little while now. Make the most of the connections, make the most of the experiences, soak it all up. Don't be afraid to ask questions, don't be afraid to try and learn more, and honestly, take as much videos and pictures and content as you possibly can, because once you get home, you will really miss it.
So what I've gained personally is a new sense of confidence. Going into this, I was really shy in terms of speaking publicly, and I just felt like doubting myself a little bit. But with this experience, it's just given me so much confidence just to go out there. The team, Cephas' team, has been amazing, and Cannes, the whole experience has just been amazing. And talking on Dentsu Beach just gave me an extra leaf of confidence again. So yeah, it's just transformed me really. I think spending a week with Cephas in Cannes, it was just amazing. Just the way he approached the conversation, he was just himself. You know what I mean? He didn't try to be anybody else. He didn't try to come at it from a oh, this is me, everyone. He came out really humble, and I think it's something for us, all of us to learn, just that humility in that sense, and I think it's amazing what he did.
Some of the key lessons I learned were, you don't have to do the most. You don't. You can absolutely just be yourself. And like, obviously focus on building a connection, focus on building a relationship more than the transaction. And have faith in knowing that, like, if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. You don't need to force anything. My message to companies is that you need to be doing the same. You need to be encouraging Black creatives to do what they do best, to stand strong in their excellence, to give us a platform, and to know that we deserve the platform just as much as you guys do. Like, this is one for all and all for one. It's not, you know, it doesn't have to be a specific ethnicity or nationality in one place. It's all about everyone, and I truly believe that it's important that more people start to do that.
From the Allain experience, I would say I've gained a confidence in talking like myself as well. Not that I would, not that I wasn't myself, but not code switching and being yourself, being authentic. I think people relate to it more, and I feel like I'm able to, you know, talk about myself more when I'm not code switching. I feel like I was, I don't know, maybe just in a place where I felt like I had to do that, coming from an advertising background. But just being more myself, people relate to it more than you think. You know, we're just humans.
Personally, I'd say I've gained my creativity back. I lost my creativity for a really long time. Whilst I was out there, by the middle of the week, I just wanted to write. I used to write stories, plays, just creative writing, and being out there allowed me to get my creative juices back. I just needed to get home to my laptop to start writing. I've been in talks with different companies, trying to get a job in the creative space, which has been incredible because, you know, as I explained to a lot of the people I met out there and to Cephas, I've always been able to be in the vicinity, but never being able to get actually into the creative space. So being out there allowed me to be able to meet people who were in the creative space, who were able to give me instruction and guidance into what I needed to do to get in there. And coming home, so much stuff has happened, it's been incredible. I mean, literally, why wouldn't you? Why would you not, as a company who preaches that you are happy to push Black employees, Black creatives, why would you not back a Black initiative? Why would you not back Cephas's message through his letter to Zion, you know, all the other stuff that he's done? Why would you not, you know, rather than do it yourselves, send a message, back the message that what he is saying. So in doing that, you're not only going, us as a company, you know, we're going to send our Black employee to make up that number. No, we're going to do something else. We're going to front and back a Black initiative that is not only doing it, you know, just once, you know, every few years. It was a one-time thing. Who is trying to do this every single year. Anytime a company will back this, it just makes it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger the next year till it just becomes the norm. It's great that companies might want to send their own creators themselves, but why not back the statement, the noise that's already being made?
I would say, you know, my experience and my learnings with Cephas at the Allain Festival was truly understanding what it meant to be me and to be authentically myself, right? Seeing the value that I brought to the table and the fact that I have it in my power to be able to pave the way also for the next generation. I love the fact that Cephas spent time in, you know, sharing nuggets of information and nuggets of ways in which we could equally make the most out of this opportunity, connecting with his network and also making sure things weren't transactional, but instead connecting on a human level. Cephas is unique. He is such a unique individual in that he is just 100% himself. He's 100% real. He doesn't change, he doesn't conform to try and fit in. And that's how I realized that things start to kind of gravitate towards him. The things that he needs, the opportunities that are supposed to be for him, just happen for him. I love the fact that he is also able to switch it up in terms of, you know, using specific, you know, lingos or terminologies depending on the audience he is like speaking with. And if anything, he's able to really articulate the importance of the things that are happening within the Black community specifically, with tangible next steps. So I really feel like as a leader, Cephas really is driving that forward, and he really is the epitome of what it means to kind of care for the community and make a difference. Definitely life-changing. And the reason why I'm saying life-changing is we always, are given opportunities to do things, but I think the unique way in which this opportunity was presented is life-changing because, as I've said, I'm not the same person I was when I went.
If I was to sum up this experience in one word, it would be sick.
It's just game-changing.
Inspiring.
Phenomenal.
So my message is, if you want to see that change and you control your budget or you drive your organization from an executive level or whatever it is, hit me up. A lot of the leaders in this industry know me already. I can call them, talk to them, email. You know me, we know each other. Talk to me. If you really want to make this change, you know how to find me and you know where I'm at, and let's go. Like, I want to take one Black creative from every agency and every agency connected to creativity to Cannes in my lifetime. Let's make that happen. I'm out here. Blessings.